Greetings, everybody. It's Jeffrey Guterman. President Biden is speaking now, but I know what he's saying. So I'm going to get going with this ball game. He's late, but I'm not going to be late. And that's the way it is. So this is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, and we've got a ball game here. Cleveland Indians at the Seattle Pilots. It's a real schnauzer. And let me just get things going. I gotta make some coffee here. Don't worry, I'll get the crowd noise going soon. I think I can play this. Well, it's going. I'm gonna take a chance.
I had a long trip, a meeting with Golda Meir in her office
I'm gonna make some coffee.
just before the Yom Kippur War. And I guess she could see the consternation on my face as she described what was being faced. They were facing. We walked outside in that sort of hallway outside her office to have some photos. She looked at me all of a sudden and said, "Would you like to have a photograph?" And so I got up and followed her out. We're standing there silent, looking at the press. She could tell, I guess, I was concerned. She leaned over and whispered to me, she said, "Don't worry, Senator Biden. We have a secret record here in Israel." My word is what she said. We have no place else to go. We have no place else to go.
Oh.
For 75 years, Israel has stood as the ultimate guarantor of the security of Jewish people around the world, so that the atrocities of the past could never happen again. Let there be no doubt. The United States has Israel's back. We'll make sure the Jewish and democratic state of Israel can defend itself today, tomorrow, as we always have. It's as simple as that. It's atrocities. It's sickening. We're with Israel. Let's make no mistake. Thank you.
Mr. President, what was your reaction?
Oh, excuse me. Okay. Oh. Oh. Excuse me, please. Hey everybody, we are in Six Stadium, and Kathy Harden has arrived. It's El Tiante and the Tribe versus the Seattle Pilots with Steve Barber. Coffee is brewing. Let's get our lineups here. Jose Cardinal leading it off in center. It's Cap Peterson in left field. Hawk Harrelson in right. Tony Horton at first. Chuck Hinton at third. Vern Filler at second. Eddie Leon at short. And El Tiante with 8 wins. He's had a off and on season, sometimes effective, sometimes not. He's pitching, right-hander, batting ninth. For the Pilots, Tommy Harper leading off at third. Steve Hovley in right. Steve Comer in center. Tommy Davis in left field. Don Mincher at first. John Donaldson at second base. Merritt Renew behind the plate. Ron Clark at shortstop, and the pitcher left-hander Steve Barber. This is game 1504 out of 1944. It's August 24, 1969. Third of a 3-game series. Cleveland won the first, Seattle won the second. This is the rubber game. It is a schnauzer of a ball game, but we're going to muddle through it, and maybe we'll have a little bit of fun while we're at it. I'm going to go to the lavatory and sneak a cup of coffee, and then when I come back, we're going to play ball. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And Rick has arrived. Glad to see you, Rick. This is the second to last game for August 24. The last game will be Atlanta at St. Louis. Atlanta with only a half-game lead above the Giants, and the Cardinals now 8.5 behind the Pirates, who lost to Cincinnati today. We are at 6 Stadium. And the Pilots take the field. It's Barber, Steve Barber. He's 1-2. Southpaw on the mound, and leading it off is Jose Cardinal. Jose, right-handed hitter. Okay, Barber is ready here. The windup by Steve Barber and the pitch to Cardinal. That's 6-9, right-handed, grounds it to short for Clark. He throws it to Mincher. It's 1 away, and we are underway here at 6 Stadium in Seattle. Cap Peterson, right-handed hitter, steps in. That's 3-3, left-handed. That's going to be a single 1-3, because with the open, you go down there, and that is a base hit. Whoa! It's a base hit by Peterson. It was 1-3. It's a 3. As you can see, when this symbol appears, ignore the first reading and use the second reading in italics beneath it. And that's exactly what it was. So Peterson is on with 1 out. You like that the best? The red and the blue. Okay, this is red and green. You want the blue? Here's Hawk Harrelson now. Barber from the stretch. I'll get back to blue eventually. Unless you think this looks blue, it's green. Here's the pitch to Harrelson. 6-4, right-handed, fly ball to center X. That's going to be for Comer, a 4-8. He died recently. Comer, a 4-8. That's 7-4. That's going to be an S2. Single 2. He's an 8. That's 6-8. 8-8. Nope, looks like it's just going to be a base hit here. And that's exactly what it is. Runners advance 2 bases, though. So Harrelson singles his first and third with 1 out. And here's Tony Horton. The infielder's back for the double play. Here's Barber. That's 1-9 left-handed. And that's what happens. He grounds it to second. Donaldson steps on the bag, throws it to first. And it's an inning-ending double play. No runs for Cleveland. 2 hits and 1 left on after a half. Cleveland nothing and Seattle coming to bat. I'll be doing the next game tomorrow morning. I'm going to look forward to that. Atlanta at Seattle. Here's El Tiante now. Leading it off is Tommy Harper for Seattle. All right, Louis into his windup and the pitch to Harper. That's 4-6 right-handed. He pops it up to second for Fuller, who makes the catch, 1 away. Now, Steve Hovley. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh. Okay, Tiant now. The pitch to Hovley. That's 3-5 right-handed. He grounds it to second. For Fuller, throws to Tony Horton, 2 away. Here in the bottom of the first, and now Wayne Comer. Wayne Comer died on October 4 of this month. He was 79 years old. It's amazing how much they age. You don't think of it sometimes. Okay, Tiant is ready. And the pitch to Comer. That's 1-3 right-handed. He chops it to second. Vern Fuller again. Over to Horton. It's a 1-2-3 for El Tiante. And we've gone 1. It's scoreless ball game. And we move to the top of the second here. Oh, that is tasty coffee. Wow. Lord, that's good. It'll be Chuck Hinton to lead it off for the Tribe. Here's Barber now. That's a 1-7 left-handed, flies it to center field. Comer makes the catch, 1 out. Now here's Vern Fuller. Barber gets the sign. And the pitch. That's 2-6 left-handed. Back to Barber. And he throws it over to Mincher, 2 outs. And Eddie Leon. Oh. We woke up early today, Kathy. Oh. Okay, here's Barber now. And the pitch to Leon. That's 6-11 right-handed. Grounds it to third. Harper fields it, throws it to Mincher, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Barber. We're in the middle of the second, and it's a scoreless ball game. Yeah, we get the worm all right. We get the worm. We move to the bottom of the second now. El Tiante, he retired the Pilots in order. And Tommy Davis is the batter. Oh, that's tasty coffee. Oh, Lord. Okay, El Tiante now. Facing Tommy Davis. The wind up by Tiant. And the pitch. That's 5-5 right-handed. Oh my, Davis does not have the power. My goodness, look at that. He's a W against right-handers. That was a clean one, but it'll be a base hit for Davis. Boy, he let up a lot of dingers, Tiant. 37 in 250 innings. That's a lot of home runs. Okay. So Davis is on. He's an A, 1-13, 1-11 with Suarez. And here's Don Mincher. Davis with a short lead off first. And the pitch to Mincher. 3-4. Pops it up. Third base side. Foul territory. Hinton is there. That's one down. And John Donaldson, the batter. So it's one out. Tiant, the pitch. That's 4-6. Left-handed hitter struck him out. And that's the first strikeout by Tiant. Now it's Merritt Renew. A third string catcher, I believe. He only had 81 at-bats. He started this game. We follow the same exact lineups to the best of our ability. Here's the pitch to Renew. 3-9 right-handed, struck him out. And that's the second strikeout for Tiant. No runs, one hit, and one left. We've gone two. It's a scoreless ball game. And we hope you're enjoying this ball game. Oh, yeah. Steve Barber now coming out, taking his warm-ups. Leading it off is Ken Suarez. It's no score, top of the third. And Ron McGrath has arrived. We're glad to see you on this. Seems like a Sunday to me, but maybe that's because I'm just so messed up. Here's Barber now. The wind-up and the pitch to Suarez. That's 4-6 right-handed. He struck him out. And that's the first strikeout for Barber today. Now El Tiante, a 7 NR. (5-7) to Tiant, and he walked him. So Tiant is on with 1 out. And Jose Cardinal is the batter. Jose grounded to short in the first. All righty. Here's Barber. The wind-up and the pitch to Jose. That's 6-9 right-handed. He grounds it to short. Picked up by Clark to Donaldson at second and over to Mincher at first. It's a double play. The side is retired. So it's no runs, no hits, the walk, none left. Middle of the third, it's a scoreless game. Here's El Tiante now in his third inning. Tiante now, the wind-up and the pitch to Clark. That is 2-9 right-handed, and it's a base hit for Clark. So Clark is on. And here's Steve Barber. He's a D bunter. We'll have him just hit away. Okay, Tiant. The pitch to Barber. 6-5, left-handed. Grounds it to short X. That's Eddie Leon, 438. That's 24. That'll be a G1. That's 38-9. That's just going to be a G1 null. And he throws him out, and Clark goes to second. So it's 1 out, and Clark is on second base. And Tommy Harper is the batter. Harper 0 for 1. One out and Clark on second. The pitch to Harper. That's 4-9 right-handed. Flies it to left field. And Peterson makes the catch. Barber holds. Actually, that is I'm so sorry, that is a ballpark effect. Okay, Harper's a right-hander. Let's take a look. Let me take that back for a second. That could go. 4-9 left-handed. Against Harper, the right-hander. And we're playing it in Seattle. That's a small ballpark. Here it is. Wow, Harper is a right-hander in Seattle. Home run 1-17. And oh, it's a fly out. So he did fly out after all, but that was close. Lord. 2 outs. Almost missed that one. Here's Steve Hovley. Two outs with Clark on second. And the pitch to Hovley. 6-6. And that is a fly ball to right field. Caught by Harrelson, and the side is out. So a couple of nice fly balls there for Seattle, but no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We've gone 3. It's a scoreless ball game. Oh. Let me get some more coffee here. Oh, excuse me. God. Yeah, it was cool. Yes, it was. It almost went. God almighty. I almost missed it, too. Right at the wall. Caught by Peterson. Okay. Here's Barber now, the left-hander, taking the mound. Top of the 4th. And Cap Peterson leads it off. Oh, God almighty. Okay, here's Barber. He's ready. The wind-up and the pitch to Peterson. That's 3-7 left-handed. He walked him. So Peterson is on first to start it off for Cleveland. And here's Hawk Harrelson. Barber's first endurance is the 5th. Hawk singled and then was out in a double play. 5,900 people is the attendance today. Thanks for looking that up. Yeah. Okay, Barber from the stretch. And the pitch to Hawk. That's 1-9 left-handed. And that is a liner to second, caught by Donaldson, 1 away. Now Tony Horton, I'm sorry. Oh. Tony grounded into a double play in the first. Oh. Oh. Okay, Barber now from the stretch. And the pitch to Horton. That's 1-5 left-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Steve Barber. 2 outs with Peterson on first, and Chuck Hinton is the batter. Oh. Here's the pitch to Hinton. 1-3 left-handed, chops it to second, and it's picked up by Donaldson, and he throws to Minshew, and the side is out. So we got a pitcher's duel go in the works here. Middle of the fourth, it's no score in a schnauzer of a ball game that is proving to be quite entertaining. Here's the late Wayne Comer. He died 6 days ago in real world. Of course, real world. I'm not going to make that up. He may be better off than me, honestly. At least he's not feeling any pain. Here's El Tiante now. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, Lord, that's good coffee, Jesus. Oh, God help me. Oh. Okay, here's Tiante. The windup and the pitch to the late Wayne Comer. That's 6-6 right-handed, and that's a base hit by Comer. So, oh, if you only knew what I just thought. You want me to say it, anybody? Oh, you want me to say it? It's in bad taste. Comer's on first to lead it off. He's a B. 1 to 10, 1 to 8. Here's Tommy Davis. You know it's pretty bad if I just don't go ahead and say it. Here's Davis. Oh. Okay, Comer with a short lead off first. Say it? Okay, yes, pretty good for a dead man. Oh, yeah. Here's Tommy Davis. I'm so sorry, people. I just, if I don't laugh, I'll cry. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it goes. Here's Tiant now. Comer on first, and the pitch to Davis. That's 2-6, right-handed, and it's a fly ball to left for Peterson, and he makes the catch. 1 out. Now Don Minshew. Oh, God. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's true, Ron. Here's Minshew now. Tiant from the stretch. That's 6-8 left-handed. Pops it up to first. And Horton makes the catch. It's 2 outs. We really have some decent pitching going on between these two men. Now Donaldson, he struck out in the second. And the pitch from Tiant. That's 1-5 right-handed. Fly ball left field for Cap Peterson, who makes the catch. And the side is retired. So we've had 4 good innings of pitching by both starters, Tiant and Barber here. And we head to the top of the 5th. And this is Barber's first endurance. So we'll see if how his stamina is. Vern Fuller to lead it off. Cuban cigars, yeah. Yeah, he was a cigar smoker, yeah. I didn't know they were Cuban. Here's Barber now. The pitch to Fuller. That's 5-10 right-handed. And it's a fly ball to center. It's shallow, coming in Comer. And he makes the catch. It's 1 away. Tiant's still with us. Here's Eddie Leon. The windup and the pitch to Leon. That's 6-5 right-handed, and he struck him out. That's the 3rd for Barber. He's looking very good today. And now Ken Suarez. 2 outs, nobody on. Watch out, Suarez has some power. Barber looks in, he gets the sign from Renault. He's set, and the pitch to Suarez. That is 4-7 right-handed, he walked him. So Suarez is on with 2 outs. And here's El Tiante, 7 NR at the plate. It's 2 outs and Suarez on first. Here's Barber. The pitch to Tiant. 3-12, he walked him. So Barber is 1 hit or walk away from fatigue here in the 5th, and there's action in the bullpen. Williams, Paul, and Law pitched in Real World. It's Ron Law, the right-hander, and Mike Paul, the left-hander, both of them warming. That's a nice luxury there. Jose Cardinal comes up, clutch situation. Tiant's on first, Suarez on second. Yeah, I think I know, I heard about that, Rick. In fact, I think he's on the 64 Orioles, isn't he? Okay, here's Barber now. And the pitch to Cardinal. That's going to be a 4-10. Right-handed. Struck him out. Oh. Barber gets out of it. Remains with endurance. Albeit 2 walks in his first endurance inning. No runs. 2 walks, both left on. We're in the middle of the 5th, and it's a scoreless ball game. You wouldn't think so. But both of these pitchers have come to play today. And that's where we're at. El Tiante's first endurance is the 7th. Merritt Renew will lead it off bottom of the 5th here. Here's Tiant. And the pitch to Renault. That's 4-4 left-handed. Catcherax. Suarez at 2-3. That's 6-2. It's a PP. Suarez a 3. 3-8-10. That'll be a PP. None. No runners on base. And it's a foul out to Suarez. That was a PP. What the hell? Oh, here it is. So he pops out. That's not very clear, but that's what that is. It's 1 away. Here's Clark. Clark singled in the 3rd. Here's Tiant. And the pitch to Clark. That is a 6-8. Struck him out by Tiant, his 3rd. And Barber comes out to hit here with 2 outs. Tiant into his windup, and the pitch to Barber. That's 6-8 left-handed, and he pops it up to first, and Tony Horton makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 for Tiant, looking as strong as ever. We've gone 5. It's a scoreless game. Steve Barber now. He has 2 walks in his first endurance. He's 2 hits and 2 walks away from fatigue. Paul and Law in the bullpen if needed. It's a scoreless game. Here's Steve Barber. The windup, the pitch to Peterson. Whoa. That'll count. It's 2-5. And he flies it to right field for Hovley. And there's 1 away. Okay, 20 games. Holy cow. Holy cow, I didn't even know that. Here's Hawk Harrelson now. I had no idea of that. Hawk Harrelson, 1 out, no one on. Top of the 6th, it's a scoreless ball game. Here's Barber. 6-7, right-handed, and that is a base hit by Harrelson. Hawk is on first. Again, he's a B. He'll be a 1-12 with Renew. And Tony Horton is the batter. Hawk Harrelson being held. One more hit or walk, Barber has fatigued. He's not what he used to be. Here's the pitch to Horton. That's 4-11 right-handed. And that is a base hit to right. Hawk Harrelson rounding second. Hovley a -1, he'll hold. And out comes the manager. I think his name was Smith or Schmidt or whatever it is. He's gonna pull him. That's it for Barber. He has reached fatigue with Chuck Hinton due up. Then Vern Fuller, both right-handers. And that means they're going to bring in the right-hander, Ronnie Law. And Law comes in from the bullpen. Barber pitched 6 1/3 of pretty good baseball. He only allowed 4 hits. He had a little control issue here today. He walked 4, struck out 4. He's allowed no runs, but he's responsible for first and second. As Ron Law comes in, Law will take his warm-ups. And while he does so, I'm going to take a break for about 3 minutes. Try to get myself reoriented. This turned out to be an interesting ball game. Oh. And we are so glad that you've decided to be with us. I'll be back in just about 3 minutes. Get myself reoriented. I'm so sorry. I am just. I'll be back. Oh. Oh, Lord. God. Oh, Lord. I've had enough coffee. Oh, I'll tell you. You know that feeling? I've had enough frickin' coffee. Well, Ron Law. Oh, wait a minute. That's a big mistake. That's for Cleveland. My God. No, it didn't matter. I got to bring someone in from Seattle here. Surprised nobody picked up on that. Locker will come in. He's their best. If anybody can get them out of it, it's Bob Locker. He is a right-hander. Bob Locker is the one who's been warming. Joe Schultz. That's right. Thank you. So Schultz pulls Barber, and Locker is ready. It's a tough situation. Scoreless ball game in for Barber. 5,900, but they're catching a great game. It's going to be Chuck Hinton to hit. Here's Locker now. From the stretch Locker, the pitch to Hinton. That's going to be a 1-8. And he struck him out. Oh, and the crowd loves it. 2 outs. And now Vern Fuller comes up in a clutch situation here. It's a scoreless ball game. We're in the top of the 6th here. What's turned out to be a schnauzer of a ball game has turned out to be a pitcher's duel. Here's Fuller now. And the pitch to Fuller. That is 3-6. And he chops it to short. Clark has it. And he throws it to Minshew, and the side is out. And the fans cheer, all 5,900 of them, to Bob Locker to get the Pilots out of that. No runs. 2 hits, 2 left. What a game. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. I'm going to take a micro, if you don't mind, Kathy Harden, and I'm going to show you how I do this. I thought you might be interested. Well, maybe I don't need to show you this part, because I don't want you to see something here. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Oh, there's something funny about that, I think. Oh. A real micro here, Kathy Harden. Yeah. Oh! There's a real micro here. El El Tiante. And it's going to be the top of the order for these pilots. Tommy Harper, the first task for Tiant, keep him off base. Okay, here's Tiante now. And the pitch to Harper. That's a 6-10, right-handed. Grounds it to third X. Oh. That's going to be, for Hinton, he's a 420. That's a 1-4. And that's going to be an S2. Let's see if there's an error involved. For Hinton, a 20. That's 5-7, 20. No. Looks like it's just going to be a base hit. An S2. Yes, it is. So there you go. You've got Tommy Harper on first with nobody out. He's a AA, 1-15 being held, 1-13. With Kenny Suarez, the catcher. So that's not an easy steal. We're going to leave him be. But we're going to have him take a good lead there. Steve Hovley is the batter. And on deck is Deadman Comer. Oh, Life is so absurd when you're a human being, isn't it? Here's Hovley now. I wouldn't dare send Harper. If he gets thrown out, you'll call me a horse's ass. Here's Tiant now. From the stretch, the pitch to Hovley. Oh, Christ. 2-7 right-handed. And he grounds it to first. Well, that takes care of that. They force Harper at second, and it's Hovley on first with one out. So Harper and Hovley switch bases. And here comes Comer now. It's Hovley on first, one out. Here's Swain Comer. Comer is 1 for 2. Now Tiant from the stretch. And the pitch to Comer. That's 4-10 right-handed. Fly ball center X. That's going to be for Jose Cardenal. Jose at 2-7. It's going to be 11-2. It's an F2. Looks like he may get that. Cardinal is 7. That's going to be 9-13. 7-13. No, it's going to be an F2 with nothing. And he flies out. Runner on first has no option. So Hovley holds. And it's 2 outs. Whew. And here comes Davis. What a game. Folks, what a frickin' game. This schnauzer of a ball game has turned out. Look at this game. It's 2 outs with Hovley on first. Every game is different, folks. I hope you don't mind my demeanor today. Here's Tiant now, and the pitch to Davis. That is a 5-5 right-handed. Oh my, there it goes. Oh no, his power is W. Whoa, it's a single. Hovley goes to third and holds. That's the second time Tiant hit that 5-5 right-handed, and the second time the batter has W power. Davis W against right-handers. He's an N against left-handers. So Cleveland lucks out on that in a sense. First and third, 2 down. And here's veteran Don Mincher. Now he's got power. Very, very, very tough situation here. First and third, 2 outs. No score. Here's Tiant now. And the pitch to Mincher. That's going to be 3-10 right-handed. And he chops it to second. It's picked up by Fuller. And throws to Tony Horton, and the side is retired. What a frickin' game, Ron. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 left. You got to say, both of that Louis Tiant. We've gone 6. And this is a scoreless frickin' ball game, folks. At least the market was up today, wasn't it? Closed up. Whew. Oh, God. See where the market ended up. Yeah, closed up. I think that's 2 or 3 days in a row. Somebody's making money. Well, Bob Locker comes out for his first full inning. He pitched 2/3 in the 6th. It's going to be Eddie Leon to lead it off. 0 for 2. Tiant says he feels good, and he's about as good a hitter as anybody that Cleveland has on that bench. Seriously. Okay, Locker now. The windup. The pitch to Leon. That's 5'9" right-handed. He flies it to center for Comer. And he makes the catch. 1 out. No dead man jokes. Please. I wouldn't mind if you... I wouldn't mind if I was the butt of your jokes after I was dead, because I wouldn't have a mind. It's true. Here's Kenny Suarez. Suarez struck out and walked. Yes. The windup by Locker. That's going to be 5'6" right-handed. Struck him out. Oh, Locker is really something here in relief. And 5,900 have really, if you like. And here comes Louis Tiant out to the mound. Out to the box, batter's box. Yeah. Hell yeah. Louis, a 7 NR. Hasn't even pitched his first endurance inning yet. All right, Locker now. Louis has power. Here's Locker now. And the pitch to El Tiante. That's going to be 5'10", right-handed. Chops it to third. And it's scooped by Harper, a 426. Always possible trouble there. 426 Harper. This is 2 outs, nobody on. That's going to be 6-4. Oh, it's going to be a base hit. And some, maybe. At third base, Harper. Harper, a 26 at third. And that's going to be 6-11-14. No, it's going to be an S1. And it is a base hit. So Tiante, think about that. El Tiante has just singled Kathy Harden with 2 outs, but it just goes to show. And he says he feels fine. And here's Jose Cardinal, 0 for 3 today. This is the rubber game, people. It's the rubber game. El Tiante is the go-ahead run. It's a scoreless ball game. Okay, here's Cardinal. Locker from the stretch.
Whether you're a professional video editor or you literally started yesterday.
And the pitch to Cardinal. That's 4-11. Right-handed, he walked him. First and second, with 2 outs, Locker now. You ever see that commercial with that guy, and he's making dinner for that at his apartment, and a red-haired young woman opens the refrigerator and says, "You have dog food in your refrigerator," and he says, "It's not dog food, it's food." And she says, "It's dog food." And the next thing you see is her outside the front door and him closing it. And you really gotta have contempt for those people. That woman, that young woman, and he's sitting there then eating his food with his dog, and she's frickin' gone. It's a great commercial, I'm telling you, folks. There's people who work on stuff like that. That is a great friend. There's another one with a woman and her mother-in-law. And then after the mother-in-law says something, the guy said, "Mom?" Oh, Lord, that's funny stuff. Okay. Well, here's Cap Peterson. It's first and second. I'm sorry to get into a little tangent there. Cap Peterson comes in. He's 1 for 2 on a walk. Locker trying to get out of this. Clutch situation for Peterson. We don't do clutch. Okay, Locker now from the stretch, and the pitch to Peterson. That's 5-7 right-handed, and that's going to be a double down the line. Tiant scores. Cardinal to third. Cardinal, who has speed, 1-17, 1-19, rounding, 1-18, and they'll let him score. Holding Peterson at second. A 2-run double by Cap Peterson. Started off with a base hit by El Tiante with 2 outs. They're going to keep Locker in there with 2 outs. Here's Hawk Harrelson now. There is action in the Seattle bullpen. It's George Brunette, a left-hander who pitched in Real World in this game. George Brunette. Okay, here's Hawk now. Locker. And the pitch to Hawk. That's 4-9 right-handed. He grounds it to short. That's going to be for Clark, a 4-26. This could be trouble, really. That's 13-4. Well, it's good. G2. Clark at 26. $26. Oops, wrong thing. That's a complete re-roll. House rules. That's 10, 12, 26. Oh, it's going to be an E1. It's a G2 E1. That might be a problem for Clark. G2E1. It is an error. And runners advance 1. So that'll send Peterson to third. The error by Ron Clark. First error of the ball game. First and third, 2 outs. It all started, it was 2 outs. Eddie Leon flew to center. Suarez struck out, and then Louis Tiant came up. He singled. I think that was just past the reach of Harper. Cardinal walked, and then the big double by Cap Peterson to put Cleveland ahead 2-0. Now it's first and third after an error by Ron Clark, and here comes Horton. That was to no fault of Locker. Okay, Locker now. Horton has power. And the pitch to Horton. There's going to be 1-5, and he grounds it to short. And this time Clark has it. And he throws him out. But 2 runs, the first 2 runs of this ball game. 2 runs on 2 hits, a walk, an error, 2 left on. The big 2-out double by Cap Peterson, and we move. It's the 7th inning stretch. El Tiante, who has gone all the frickin' way today. It will be Donaldson, Renew, and Clark. El Tiante now. Donaldson leads it off. Tiante, no runs allowed. 5 hits, all singles. No walks. He has struck out 3. Tiante into his windup. The pitch to Donaldson. That's going to be 6-5 left-handed. Grounder to short. That's going to be for Eddie Leon. He's a 438. And you know what that means. That means over here, we look at the pre-existing. That's why we roll that 20 die every time. Every frickin' time. Except for the error section. Eddie Leon, a 7-4. That's going to be a G3 pound. I believe there's nobody on, therefore I don't think that's going to matter much. And that is just a plain G3 with nobody on. This is Donaldson now. Hitting it to Eddie Leon. Eddie Leon is a 38. That's going to be a 7. 38-7. And that's probably just going to be a ground out. It is a G3, none, with nothing. And he is out. Nice play by Eddie Leon. Wow. And here's Merritt Renew. Look at him against lefties. They're going to let him hit, though, because his one column is decent there. Here's Tiant. The windup, the pitch to Renew. That's going to be 3-7 right-handed. He flies it to right field. And Hawk Harrelson makes the catch. It's 2 away here. And it's Ron Clark, a very anemic hitter. And we say let him hit. It's only the bottom of the 7th. They just let him hit here, 2 outs. Okay, here's Tiant now. The pitch to Clark. 3-6, and he lines it to short Leon. His name is Edward Leon. And he makes the catch. Is it Edward? Oh, shit, yeah. And the side is retired. So we, look at this. This game now, it's a 2-0 ball game. And they're going to let Locker pitch. Let me just check something. That's 1 inning here. And then he has not even started his 3rd endurance inning, of which he has. And therefore, they're going to let him, even he's the loser of record. They're going to let him pitch. And it's going to be Chuck Hinton. Hinton 0 for 3. Folks, this has been a ball game. It's been a ferocious schnauzer. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Bob Locker, he allowed 2 runs. He's the loser of record now. Here's Hinton. The windup and the pitch to Locker. That's 6-6 right-handed. Double down the line. And Schultz is coming out. He's had enough. Barney, is it Barney? Who the hell names their kid Barney? It was 1 2/3 for Locker. By the way, I read about Barney Schultz and how he was when he managed this Seattle team, and he had a real positive attitude because they knew they were going to be losers. They had a good start in April, though. And, I forgot to put in, Barber allowed no runs, and Locker allowed 2. And there's going to be a new pitcher, and it's going to be George Brunette. George Brunette. He is a left. Wait a minute. Actually, let me just see something here. Because Talbot was also used. I may just use him. I don't hold myself if I say they're warming. That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it's going to be Talbot. And by the way, he ends up on Oakland this year. Fred Talbot is coming in, and this is after Hinton doubles. I think the pilots are pretty sick and tired of doubles. It's going to be Vern Fuller. By the way, Brunette is available for later, as Talbot would be the next hitter in the bottom of the 8th. It's 2-0. And here comes Fuller now. Talbot on the mound. He's from the stretch. The pitch to Fuller. 1-7, and he grounds it to second, holding Horton. And there's 1 away. Now Vern, here's Eddie Leon. Talbot trying to keep the Pilots in this ball game, if you know what I'm saying. It's 2-0 Cleveland. It's been a ball game. I'm telling you. Oh my God, a baby. Oh. A baby being carried into a hospital. Oh. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. How do you process this? You know what I'm saying? How the hell do you process this? Eddie Leon. Okay, Talbot now. The pitch to Leon. 6-9, right-handed. Oh my, Eddie. Hits it deep, Eddie. It's a double down the line. And home comes Hinton. It's a 3-0 ball game. That's going to be charged to Locker. He ends up with 3 runs. I'm so sorry. It's a 3-0 ball game. And here comes Kenny Suarez. So it's 3-0 Cleveland. They're looking to win this rubber game. Here's Talbot now. And the pitch to Suarez. That's going to be 6-9 right-handed. Oh my, he hit that again. And this time Suarez, that's gone. And I rolled that. It's a 2-run home run for Kenny Suarez. And it's opened up now to a 5-0 ball game. And I told you Suarez has power. What turned out to be a very, very pitcher's duel has now opened up to a 5-0 ball game. And that's fine by me. I like, things can go from that. Things can just sort of swing the other way here. Let's look at that again. It was a 6-9 right-handed. And again, he hit that for the second time in a row. But I'm rolling these dice. Don't tell me that these things are not random. Okay? There's a reason why I do this. I don't mean to try to justify myself, but I'm confident. And Suarez with the home run. That is number 2 for Kenny Suarez. He doesn't play much. He had 1. He had 85 at-bats, but gosh darn it, he has power. That's number 2, and that's put the Tribe ahead 5-0. And here comes Louis Tiant. Here, El Tiante scored the go-ahead run, the game winner, in fact. And he's throwing a shutout, a 5-hit shutout. And El Tiante facing Talbot with 1 out, nobody on. And here's Frederick into his windup. The pitch to El Tiante, and he grounds it to short for Clark, and that's 2 away. He had 2 walks and a base hit. He walked twice, singled and scored so far the winning run. Now he grounds out, 2 outs, no one on. And here's Jose now. Jose scored the second run. He walked. And it was the big double by Cap Peterson. Here's Talbot. That's going to be 2-9 right-handed, fly ball left, and Tommy Davis under it, and the side is retired. So that's it, but 3 big runs, I would say 3 humongous runs. Look at that line right there. Cleveland 5, Seattle nothing. El Tiante has 6 more outs to wrap this one up. And there's going to be a hitter for Talbot. Six and 1/3. And Locker pitched 1 2/3. Wait a minute. Barber pitched, oh, I'm sorry, 5. Barber pitched 5 1/3. And then Locker pitched 1 2/3. 1 2/3, that's 5, 6, 7. But why do I have, oh yeah, he pitched 1 inning. How do you like that, Rick? And he got a big one here, Cap Peterson, with a 2-run double that did it. It's going to be George Brunette coming in next inning. In any case, there's going to be a hitter here for Seattle, Barney Schultz. That's who he sends up against El Tiante here. Ooh. It's going to be Steve Whitaker. Wait a minute. Whitaker being called back. It's Greg Goosen coming in. I am so sorry. Greg Goosen. And he's been starting some games. I'm going to bring Greg in. Tiant has been so tough today. They bring in the left-handed hitter Greg Goosen. Greg Goosen, a poor man's Greg Luzinski. Goosen facing El Tiante and the pitch. That's going to be 3-5, and that is a chopper back to El Tiante. He whips around, curtsies, and throws it to Horton for the first out. Ain't that sweet? 1 away. Here's Tommy Harper. 5-0. 5-0 frickin' ball game. Oh. El Tiante, the wind-up and the pitch to Harper. That's going to be 6-7 right-handed. Chops it to second. That's going to be for Fuller, a 3-19. That's going to be a 1-3. That's it looks like it's a base hit. It's an S2. To Fuller at second. Fuller, a 19. 19-9. It's going to be a clean S2. And that's going to be a base hit. So Harper is on. Again, the Bull. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't hear much about him anymore. Is he still alive? Let me check. I think he is. People didn't talk about him too much. Yes, he is. And here he is on Twitter, on X. I think he's got his own beer. Anyway, I remember, wasn't he and Schmidt on the same team at the same time? They were a good 1-2 punch. I think they were, early 70s. Schmidt was a freaking monster. Okay, Harper on first, being held. It's 1 out. Here's Steve Hovley. They need to get at least a run or 2 runs here. Try to get back in this ball game. Hovley 0 for 3. Here's Tiant now. And the pitch to Hovley. That's going to be 2-7 right-handed. Grounds it to first, forcing Harper. Second time that Hovley did that. It's 2 outs. Hovley is on. Yeah, a lot of home runs, yeah. And here's Wayne Comer. Comer 1 for 3 today. He had the base hit to lead off the 4th, left on. It's 2 outs, and Hovley is on first base. El Tiante now. And the pitch to Comer. That's 5-4, right-handed, walked him. Oh, almost. And he has end power. He almost hit that on Tiante. He's been lucky today. I'll tell you that. But it's first and second, and Tommy Davis long overdue. Well, he is 2 for 3 today, but Lord Tommy Davis, you know, I work for both teams, Kathy Harden. And right now, Tiante does not need my help at all. We're just letting him pitch. It's 2 outs, first and second. There's no defensive thing to happen. So we're going to see Davis, right-handed hitter. There's not much I can do about Davis either, but roll the frickin' dice. Here's Tiant now. The pitch to Davis. Whoa, it's a 5-7 right-handed fly ball right. And there's Hawk Harrelson to make the catch, and the side is retired. And that was 1-2 in his second endurance inning. He's still fresh, but a little bit weak. Just a little bit, but not vulnerable. We're heading to the 9th. It's a 5-0 ball game. It's a very, very delightful ball game in terms of its idiosyncrasies. Shutout through 6, and then Cleveland got 2 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th. With Tiante going all the way, and it's a George Brunette, the 4th pitcher for the Pilots. Barney Schultz sending him in. George Brunette. Left-handed pitcher. And we're so glad that you have decided to spend part of your day with us here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network during a time that is so horrific. The world is stunned . And all I can do is sit here and worry about my own problems, of which some people would gladly trade theirs. And it's because I'm a weak, self-centered son of a bastard. Okay, if you really must know. Oh boy, that's a lot of home runs there, Rick. A weak, son of a bastard is what I am. George Brunette now. And it's going to be Cap Peterson. He doubled home the first and second runs. Top of the ninth. Cap Peterson 2 for 3, a single, a walk, flew to right, and then the big double. Here's Brunette now. The wind-up and the pitch to Peterson. That's going to be 3-6, left-handed. Grounds it to short. Clark has it. Whips it over to Mincher. It's 1 out. It's just that Barber and Locker got into trouble, but starting with the 7th. But before that, this was an intense pitcher's duel. It's 1 out, nobody on Hawk at the plate. Hawk 2 for 4. Here's Brunette. And the pitch to Hawk. There it is, 3-7. And he chops it to second. For Donaldson, 2 away. If you're looking ahead, it'll be Mincher, Donaldson, and Renew. Oh, whoop-dee-doo. Down 5-0. Holy shit. That doesn't sound good. Here's Tony Horton. Brunette into his wind-up now. That's the 5'10" right-handed catcher X. That's going to be Renew a 416. Oh, I agree with you, baseball demo. Yeah, no, I agree. That's a force. Renew is actually, yeah, Renew is a 416. That's going to be 9-4. And that's going to be a PP. Whoa, PP coming through here. Here comes Renew a 16. Look at that, right at the bottom. Oh, Lord. 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's going to be a clean PP. Whatever the hell that means. He pops out. And the side is retired. And we're heading to the bottom of the ninth, folks. Woo, what a game. Here comes El Tiante for the complete game shutout. El Tiante has pitched 8 innings, no runs, 6 singles, 1 walk. He has struck out 3 Seattle down by 5. Here's Tommy Davis. This is Tiant's third endurance inning with 2 on him. And they're not letting anything. They have Law and Barber up again. Law and Paul, I'm sorry, up again. Here's Davis. Here's Minshew. I'm so sorry. To lead it off. It's El Tiante on the mound. Kathy Harden for Louis. Here's El Tiante now. The wind-up, the pitch to Minshew. 3-8 right-handed. It's a base hit to left. Minshew singles off El Tiante. And here's John Donaldson, left-handed hitter, with Renew on deck. I don't even see Renew on the on-deck circle yet. We'll see. One more hitter walk. El Tiante has reached fatigue. El Tiante from the stretch now. And the pitch to Donaldson. That's going to be 1-4 right-handed. Grounds it to second. Fuller steps on the bag. Throws it to first. It's a double play. So it's 2 outs, nobody on. That was a beauty. Tiante gets Donaldson to chop it into the ground at second, and Fuller picked it up. He just stepped on the bag. It was like ballet. And he threw it on to Horton for the out. And there's going to be a hitter for Merritt Renew. Oh, shit, yeah. Just so we say we tried. And it's going to be... Oh, God help me. Mike Hegan. Left-handed hitter. Hegan steps in. Here's Tiante now. He gets the sign from Suarez. And the pitch to Hegan. That's going to be 5-8 left-handed. He fly ball center field shallow. Cardinal running in, and he makes the catch. And the ball game is over. A shutout by El Tiante. And you just watched an amazing performance. The final score, Cleveland 5, Seattle nothing. Tiante went all the frickin' way. He got his 9th win. He pitched 9 innings. 7 hits, quite scattered. He walked 1. Struck out 3, a shutout. Absolutely. The loss goes to Locker. The final line, Cardinal. Cleveland, 5 runs, 9 hits. No errors. Seattle, no runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Star of the game, El Tiante. Enjoy that cigar, El Tiante, and if you need any cannabis, you just let me know. I'll leave this on for a few minutes. I'm going to take out the garbage. I'll be back in a few minutes. That was a good game. I enjoyed that, folks. I thought that was a good game, you know. I mean, to me, it didn't matter. You know, it could have been 5 runs or 1 run. It was the double by Cap Peterson, who Rick says only had 14 RBIs all season. Well, these 2 were big. But it was all about El Tiante. Nice to see El Tiante pitch a good one. I'm going to take a hit in his memory, in his honor, and I'll be back very shortly. I got to take the garbage out. Oh, I'm gonna have to take another Klonopin, Kathy. I just have to. Well, that just about does it, folks, for me. I wish everybody well. I'm gonna try to get my head back together and move on. I wish to thank everybody who was here to share this ball game with me. Rick, as always, baseball demos, Maurice, and of course Kathy Harden, without a doubt. You have a good night, and it's almost bedtime for us, huh? Good night.